Yo, what is going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in. Today we're gonna do the entire sneaker collection vid. I actually filmed this like months back, but the card got corrupted and I kind of just slacked off and decided not to film it until now. And if you guys are here from Crew Kicks or Scoop 208's channel, thank you. Welcome to the channel. Thank you to those guys for featuring other people's collections. I think it's a great thing that they're doing. But yeah, let's get into it. And as you can see, I don't know if you guys have seen my previous sneaker collection. I did it about a year ago. It could be more than a year now, but I used to have racks like all around this wall here and around this wall. But since I have pretty much just decided to put like my runners out here, and I'm gonna try to go through every sneaker for you guys since it is an entire sneaker collection. So let's get right into it. The Oreo Flyknit racers. Gotta have some racers. The Air Max 360, but they call these the Flyknit Maxes because you got the Flyknit all over the upper, that 360 Air unit. The Roche runs or Roshi runs, whatever you guys want to call them, in the Iguana colorway. Big fan of the multicolor Flyknit, so I have the Flyknit Free 4.0. Air Max 90s, classic silhouette, and these are the Denims Atmos collab. Let me turn down the ISO. Looks kind of a little bit too bright, I think. That should be better. We got the black, all blacked out Supreme Air Max 98, which is a recent cop right there. And of course, got to have the Ultra Boost, all white edition. And then also got the black with the 3M on it. The SL Loops, big fan of these. Very inexpensive, but yet stylish, and it's a light shoe, comfortable. New Balances, gotta have some New Balances. We have the Absorb technology with the 1600s, all red suede. These are a high quality shoe and it looks great too. 1600, 574 is probably my favorite silhouette of the New Balance. This one is a green camo colorway. Often looks like the Undefeated colorway, but it's not. Independent Currencies, I believe they call these. Wish ATL collab with Adidas, SL Loop. I think these are amazing. How they have that money print all over the upper. Just a nice clean colorway. And then down here we have the Ronnie and Puma collab. These are the Sakuras. Very nice quality materials. And I like that blend right there they did, like that beet red. Kind of blends into like a pinkish white, and then the upper is just an amazing leather, and then you got a quilted insole and nice leather on the interior right there. Sauconys, got to have some Sauconys. I got these are, I believe they call them the grapes. Well, I'm gonna call them the grapes. Shadow 6000s, very nice colorway, and like I said, to me it reminds me of like a grape colorway. These are really clean. And then also the Saucony pumpkins here with the featured collab. $1,000 chip. These are really nice. Let's go ahead and head inside to the sneaker room with my thumb here. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button. Let's set this like goal for the sneaker collection vid. See if we can get 1,000 likes. It's going to be a lot of sneakers, guys. It took a lot of time to do, so I would really appreciate it. Let's see if we can hit 1,000 likes. Let's go ahead and get in. Alright guys, welcome to the sneaker room. It has definitely changed in the last year or so, and as you can see I got a ton of these drop front containers. I have exactly 100 of them, and the reason being is that's, to me, is a good amount of sneakers. People have a lot more, people have a lot less, but I feel like for me 100 is a good number, and I think through process of elimination I'm gonna end up just keeping 100 sneakers. There's still a ton of sneakers here. There are sneakers inside these boxes. By the way, these aren't just the empty boxes. So through process of elimination, I'll have 100 and I'll be happy. And as you can see, there's still some empty containers here that I need to fill up. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm gonna try to show you guys every sneaker I have in here. Starting out with the Dunks. I used to be a huge fan of the Dunk Lows because back in the days, I was pretty much broke, man. And Dunk Lows, they were a lot less expensive than Jordans. You can buy 2 or 3 pairs of Dunks as opposed to just 1 pair of Jordans. So I always, you know, remember that. I always started with the Dunks. They were Dunk Lows. Actually, they were called the Jordunks. They were inspired by Jordans, and that's kind of what I started out with, was Dunks. So now we have Dunk Highs. These are the year of the horse Chinese New Year Dunks. Red suede. You got gold hits throughout. Gold interior. Look at that bottom with the gold flakes on it. I think that's dope. One of my favorites is also the Ugly Christmas Sweater collaboration with Concepts. These were only sold in boutiques, I believe. And this is the black colorway, and you can see the Christmas theme throughout the upper, which I thought was nice, and actually feels like a sweater too. So they definitely did a good job on these, and the packaging was actually really dope too. I'll try to show you guys that later. The gray Christmas sweater Dunks, these actually were sold on Nike.com website. So they're not as limited as the black ones, but these are still dope regardless. You got the green bottom and then more of that Christmas theme throughout the upper right there. Of course, the Tiffany Dunks. The lows were definitely a great hit with a lot of sneakerheads, but I think they did a great job with the highs. Here you got the croc print on the leather, Tiffany blue throughout, the diamond right there on the tongue. Next up, I think they call these the Black Sheep Dunks or the Gucci Dunks, and these were actually recalled. These were recalled by Nike because Gucci tried to sue Nike because of that print. Looks kind of like Gucci print, right? Digging this colorway, like the gold swoosh. Decided to switch the laces out. They originally came with red laces. Put the black ones in there. I think they look really nice. And then the bottom you have more of that gold flake. Next up, I have the Red October inspired Dunks right here, and I added those aglets on there, but otherwise everything is pretty much inspired by the Red October. The bottoms even glow in the dark, and this is a CMFT model. They're not as high, but definitely the insole is definitely more comfortable than like a regular high. There we got the J-Pack Royal Dunks, which is pretty much inspired by the Royal ones. I think this is a clean colorway. The materials on here aren't that great. Kind of really cheap plasticky looking leather, but still a dope colorway. You got the all white Dunks with the fake ostrich leather on it. I think these are really nice. You got the gum bottom. It kind of has a luxury look to it, even though these were super cheap. I think I got these for like maybe 40-50 bucks. I think they're worth it. I think they look nice and very comfortable too. I think this is a CMFT model as well. You also have a wooden Dubray right there. Next up, we have some Reeboks. Yes, I do have some Reebok shoes. Growing up, I remember these kamikazes, man. So dope. Not this colorway, but the one on the bottom, the original colorway right there. This is the bread colorway. Definitely very clean and very inexpensive. I think I bought these for like 30-40 bucks a pair, which, I mean, it's pretty much unheard of to have a nice shoe for that price. But to me, these were nice. We have some, this is my favorite model of the Reebok sneaker. The Question Mids, definitely a fan of Iverson. Watching him play, all red shoe. This one was a Packer shoe collab. You have the gum bottom, really nice. And then of course on the two shoes you got 76 there for Iverson's you know, team 76ers when he played for them. And then of course we have the Georgetown Hoya colorway, really nice, navy, gray. And then on the back of those got the 3 on the back, which I thought was dope. This next row right here, pretty much a miscellaneous stuff. We have the Way of Wade 2s, the Wayne Wade signature sneaker. These are the Way of Wade 2 screws, my favorite shoe of the Way of Wade line. The Way of Wade 2 is really dope. The models after the 2 kind of look like a hybrid between like Adidas and Jordan, which I wasn't feeling, but definitely a big fan of this model. And like I said, this is my favorite colorway, the red camo. They call these the Way of Wade 2 screws. Next up, the Way of Wade 2 Diablos. Crazy colorway. These are crazy comfortable too. Check it out. And the last Way of Wade 2 here is the Red Leopards. This is all 3M dots throughout the upper, which I thought was dope. Yellow bottom. All right, next row. The next row, we have the Puma Ronnie collab. These are the mids. I think these are just super nice. Check out that gradient fade. And then you got speckles on the midsole. I think pretty much a lot of Ronnie shoes are just sick, man. I love the designs. I love the materials that are used on them. And then of course we have the Yeezys. I'll say this once, I'll say it again. It's a hype shoe, you know, we all know that. If you can get them for retail, that's dope. Other than that, man, I would never pay over retail for a Yeezy. That's my opinion. Vachetta Tan Air Force Ones. Definitely a classic shoe with a high-end luxury look, and the materials are just awesome on these. Love these right there. Got another Air Force One. This is the Patriots edition. And man, I was so close to attending the Super Bowl, but unfortunately the Denver Broncos defense was a little bit too much, and they ended up beating us and making it to the Super Bowl and, you know, winning the Super Bowl. So congratulations to the Denver Broncos defense for pretty much winning it all. Next up, the camo Air Force One Low Supreme. These are super nice. I'm a big fan of camo shoes. Gum bottom. Another Supreme here. We got the Jordan 5 Supreme, which I believe this was the first time Supreme did a collab with Jordan. They've done Nikes in the past, you know, just like the Air Force One there, but this is the first time, you know, Jordan and Supreme had clothing line and shoes. This was the best colorway in my opinion. The other one was just a black and a white colorway, which I was not feeling. This is definitely the best of the three. We also got the Foamposites Supremes. Definitely one of my favorite foams. Black with all that gold leaf throughout. Alright, let's take a look at this side. This row is pretty much my What The collection. Pretty much have all the What The Nike basketball collection. I'm missing the Kobe 10s here, which are supposed to be coming soon. I've ordered them a few times now, and just been pretty much just had a lot of bad luck getting the shoe. So hopefully that comes soon. Let's go ahead and show you the LeBron 12 model here. Big fan of the crazy colorway, big fan of the What The concept. Pretty much both shoes are different mashups with, you know, previous shoes or inspiration behind other things, which I thought was dope. This is my favorite What The shoe, by the way. They have pretty much a lot of the rare samples of previous LeBrons, and I thought that was dope that they did that. And it was a major GR too. The LeBron 10 MVP. This one's a wild shoe right here. I got these pretty much by trading a few Jordans away, which I have, you know, doubles and triples of, so I didn't mind doing that. And these are kind of hard to come by. These only released at select Nike stores, and I don't think you can get these online. I don't think they had an online release. They were just local RSVP, I believe, back then. They were super hyped too. The Kobe probably my least favorite of the what does. I kind of folded them down so they can fit in here. They're pretty much both the same shoes, which I think was a fail. Don't know why they did that, but I'm planning on getting these chopped down. I think the Kobe 9 model chopped down definitely looks dope. So those are the Kobe's. We got the Kobe 8s. Probably my favorite Kobe model. This colorway is dope. Just pretty much blue, green. Got the Kobe 7s. Different colors pretty much on the outside. We got the KDs right here. Really like this model. I don't have any other colorway of this model because I think they just did a horrible job on the colorways as far as this model is concerned, but had to pick up the what does since I'm a fan of the what the concept. The KD6s, very comfortable light shoe. And then of course the KD5s. These were kind of hard to get. Took me a while to track these down for a decent price, but I found these used and got a pretty good deal on them. So KD5 what does, and then we're gonna go to we got Kobe's here. Don't have a whole bunch of Kobe's. I actually got rid of a whole bunch. It got to a point where I almost had like 10 different colorways of the same shoe, and I didn't want to do that anymore, so decided to trim down the collection and just get rid of. This is a Nike ID I made when they had the multicolor option available. I did the gold swoosh multicolor and then an icy outsole, which I think these are crazy nice. Gray inside. Kobe 8, again, my favorite model. I decided to only keep, you know, 2 colorways, and this is one of them. The Milk Snakes. I think this was clean. Another Nike ID Kobe 10. This time it has the gold speckling on it, and the bottom is actually white on this pair. Kobe 8, Year of the Snake. Really nice, all black, and then you got this crazy dark icy bottom. Kobe 9 Philippines. I think they did a great job on this shoe. Kobe pretty much paid tribute to the Philippines. I know he has a lot of Filipino fans out there, and they definitely killed it with all the detailing as far as, you know, the upper is supposed to represent a blanket. The silver on the shoe is supposed to represent public transportation. I mean, they killed it. And the bottom, of course, represents a sandal. I guess Filipinos, they'll play, you know, basketball in sandals, barefoot, whatever, which I thought that was dope. Next up, the Foamposites. I have the Dornbecker Foamposites, the Chromeposites right here. I think this was a crazy wild shoe, all-star game shoe. You don't see anything like it out there. There's really no reflective shoes out there. And then the back, and the back detailing, it says NYC within the Nike logo. I thought that was very creative. Gone Fishing Foams, another nice theme shoe inspired by the NBA on TNT. Gone fishing when the teams lose in the playoffs. Little fish bone back there. Yeezy Foams, my favorite out of the 3 that have came out. I think this is a very wearable colorway. I mean, it's pretty much an all black, glow in the dark bottom, and then you got hits of that solar red or crimson. Really nice. Camo Foamposite Pros. Again, a big fan of the camo shoes. And then you got a nice gum bottom. These are just really nice. Alright, now for the LeBrons. I got quite a few LeBrons here. We got the LeBron 11. And at one point I had like more than 10 different colorways of the LeBron 11. Decided to not keep that many. I think I have like maybe 4 or 5 now, but this is the first one that came out, the King's Pride, with that crazy iridescent look to it. I think these are clean. Decided to add a lace lock to it. As you can see right there, that matches the shoe. Got a Nike ID Custom. These are the inspired by Watch the Throne. These are sick, man. It has like an iridescent look to it. Icy bottom. It's got like a Watch the Throne print to it. The laces, gold lace lock. Really dope. Here's a Nike ID I did for the LeBron 11. These were inspired by like the LeBron Palmer shoe. I think I did a good job on these. The bottoms do glow and it has a nice floral print throughout. This shoe definitely has a lot of pop to it with all the bright colors, and they go together well too, so I thought that was dope. And this is probably my most limited shoe. I know it's not that limited, but I don't have a lot of, I don't have a ton of limited shoes, but the 2K14, there were only 2,000 available, and you had to beat the game or something. I don't really play games, so I don't know what exactly you had to do. I just got these for a good price. 2K14s, you got the animal print throughout, laces, lace lock. I don't know, I like this shoe. A lot of people are knocking this shoe, but I'm a fan of it. All right, we got some LeBron 10s. This is my favorite LeBron sneaker of all time. I just think they did a great job with the concept. The LeBron 10 cork, made of cork material. This is the first shoe that I know of, sneaker that used the cork material, and now you see a lot of other Nikes with it. This was the first one, and this was to celebrate LeBron's first championship. Did a great job, and it's very wearable too. People thought that these weren't wearable, that the cork would chip away. No, it's actually very wearable. Nike ID Custom, LeBron 10. LeBron 10s are my favorite, and these are inspired by the Champ Pack. I think they turned out pretty cool. Gold lace lock. LeBron 10 crown jewels. Very much digging this colorway. Pretty much a Bordeaux colorway, and then you got hits of that fireberry pink, which definitely adds a lot of pop to it. And there's that little crown and scepter right there. LeBron 9s. These are my favorite 3 LeBron 9s. Big bangs from the All-Star game. Crazy bright orange with the glow-in-the-dark bottoms. 3M hits. South Beaches. These are dope. Gray, mint. And then we have the Elite Homes. Pretty much all white. Gold hits, and then you got that gold flake on the bottom. So my 3 favorite LeBron 9s are right there. Alright guys, and lastly, of course, gotta have the Jordans. My collection consists mainly of Jordans. I've always been a fan of Jordan, always been a fan of the shoes. Definitely guys, if you're a fan of Jordan shoes, or maybe you're just a new sneakerhead, I would recommend you getting this book right here. The Encyclopedia of Air Jordans. Pretty much shows you all the sneakers that I've ever released, and it gives you hints too as far as what is about to release, due to the fact that nowadays Jordan brand kind of goes back and releases like PE colorways and things like that. So dope book. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys some of the Jordans that I have. Obsidian Blue 12, 11 and 12 is my favorite model, and that's kind of what I grew up on, seeing these in high school, seeing friends have them. The newly French Blue 12, the Pantone 11, the 72 and 10 11s, the Concord 11s. I mean, just the look of them, they're just so classic. Just brings back a lot of memories for me. Gamma Blue 11s. These are not an OG colorway. Bread 11s. And then some of the other recent Jordans that have come out And I like the fact that they're coming out with a lot of Jordans, a lot of releases. It gives a lot of people choices. It gives a lot of people variety. And I like how they're releasing like OG colorways. This is the Bordeaux 7. I mean, and these have just came out in the last couple years. These are Jordans that I've always wanted, like always wanted to come back out. The Hair 7s. And these are one of my favorite Jordan 1s right here. These are not an OG colorway. It's an all denim upper. It has nice leather material on it. A nice comfortable microfiber like sock liner. You got the UNC powder blue on the bottom. This was a very slept on Jordan 1 in my opinion, but a lot of people are hyped up about like OG colorways and stuff. But this is one of my favorite Jordan 1s right here. Jordan 1 denim, family forever. All the colors right here symbolize Jordan's children. So I thought that was a dope thing that he did with this sneaker. Again, more of the same OG colorways that have came out, re-released again. Carmine 6s, one of my favorite 6s of all time. Infrared 6s. I know it doesn't have the Nike Air in the back. It would have been dope if they did that, but infrared 6s. These are China exclusives. The Chris Paul PE Home Edition. Bred 13s. Fan of the 13 model as well. 3s, big fan of the 3s. Got the fire red 3s. I'm hoping they release more 3s in the upcoming years, especially with the Nike Air in the back. I think it'd be dope. A lot of these that have came out, like I said, are shoes that I've always wanted, especially this one right here. The white cement 4s. Always was a fan of these, and they brought it back with Nike Air in the back. Toro Bravo 4s, pretty much a Carmelo Anthony inspired PE shoe. Legend Blue 4s, Columbia 4s, whatever you want to call them. Always wanted these. They came out. Oreo 4s, always wanted these back then. They came back out. I mean, it's dope. I like how Jordan is releasing a lot of sneakers, because back then when I was like really getting into Jordan sneakers, there was maybe 4 or 5 the whole year. Nowadays we get like 20 or more. Back then we used to get excited for Jordan Spizike releases, those hybrid Jordans. So I think that's dope. And then Jordan collabs, the OVOs, the black OVOs with Drake. I think that's dope, because back then like a collab was unheard of, like with another artist. They had a collab with Eminem with the 2s, but they made those like pretty damn limited. So now that we got the Drake OVO black and white, I think that's dope. You also have a collab with Don C with the Just Don 2s. Very high quality materials, gold aglets, really nice casual looking sneaker. Dornbeckers, I used to have more Dornbecker Jordans than these. I decided to give them up. I kind of lost hope in collecting them. Once they released the 12 as like a fundraising auction shoe, I knew that at that point it was kind of pointless for me to try to get everything. I really liked the cause, but once they did that, they took out like a regular, you know, shoe collector like me out of the equation, because I'm not spending $20,000 for a sneaker. We got the 10s right here. Jordan 4 lasers. They did a great job on these. You can see a lot of details within the upper with that lasering. Brazil 6s from the pack. Other shoe was pretty much garbage in my opinion, but this 6 right here, the quality is just insane. Pretty much like a motorcycle jacket throughout the upper. Very high quality leather. Next we have the Jordan 28s. At one point I was pretty much collecting every colorway, but I decided to keep one that I really like, and this is the Oak Hill PE colorway which is pretty much a Chicago colorway, and it looks really dope, especially with the zipper down like that with shorts. That's how I would wear them. Ferrari 14s, big fan of red shoes. This is pretty much a red Jordan suede shoe, which is really nice. Another red Jordan right here. We got a Jordan 6 Spizike or MVP, whatever they call them. And alright guys, in this Jordan sneaker, this is my grail of all time. Jordan 12 Flu Games. This is an amazing shoe. I know there's a lot of history behind it as far as like in the sneaker world, basketball world. Jordan played with the Flu in these, and he did it. He had a great game. He had a great game. It's a dope colorway. I love the colorway. Bread colorway. It's always really clean on any Jordan. But the reason why this means a lot to me, my pops actually bought these for me shortly before he contracted liver cancer, and he actually lost his battle. He lost his battle with liver cancer, and this is basically a shoe that I will always keep with me. Just was very close to my pops, and when he had to go through his cancer treatment, it was just a hard time for me and the family to have to go through. But yeah, this is why it is such a important shoe to me in my life. I probably wouldn't be into sneakers had my pops not bought me this shoe. I was always like into shoes, but this was like the first like real name brand sneaker that I really owned, and I still have it to this day. So I think that's dope. And the most recent release, man, I went to I did a vlog on it. I did like 10 raffle tickets locally, struck out on every single one. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little heated, you know, that I didn't get a pair locally. And but the more I thought about it, this is my grail. And I know my pops, he would always tell me to just be appreciative of what you have. So I'm very appreciative that I still have this shoe. And the next day I did try online, and this is crazy because I woke up about an hour late, was able to cop on the sneakers app. So I do have a pair of these on the way, the 2016 model. Can't wait for them to come in. But yeah, this is my ultimate grail right here, Jordan 12 Flu Games. And here is another addition to the sneaker room right here. This also has some kind of meaning to it, and I'm gonna add some b-roll while I talk so you guys don't just see this little box here. So make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. But yeah, this is pretty much my bench. This is what I use to try on the sneakers. To me, this means a lot because growing up, we didn't have much, aka we were broke. You know, we were broke, and back then I just remember wearing the kind of sneakers I was wearing was like hand-me-downs. We used to shop at the thrift stores a lot, Goodwill, and back then it wasn't a cool thing. Back then, you know, buying stuff from the thrift store, Goodwill was highly looked down upon, which I didn't really care. But you know, back then kids could be really cruel. But I remember when going shopping with my parents that they would never really want me to try on sneakers. They would tell me, hey, there's really no point, let's go. I really didn't understand that at first. It didn't make any sense to me because I've seen a lot of other kids trying on sneakers with their family and being able to, you know, take them home. And, you know, I thought that was a normal thing to do, but my parents would insist, you know, don't even try them on, let's get out of here. And as you get older, you kind of understand that we didn't have the money. That's the reason why, you know, we wasn't trying on shoes. There was no reason to. We weren't going to buy them anyway. So my parents were strict like that. So this kind of takes me back. It keeps me grounded, lets me know where I came from. And this is beyond sneakers, guys. Like at this point, I can pretty much buy any sneaker I wanted to if I wanted to. But to me, it's something symbolic to have in the room to kind of keep me grounded on where I came from and kind of like my roots and stuff, because we really did not have much back then. And I would never hold that against my parents. It's just how it was. You know, they were struggling, we were struggling as a family. But like I said, now it's gotten to a point where I can actually enjoy the hobby as much as I would like. One of the things I like doing now, especially if I know I'm, you know, going to shop where there's going to be sneakers, I try on sneakers. I try on a bunch of sneakers just for the hell of it. It's probably one of the funnest things I like doing when it comes to sneakers. And you know, I didn't get to do that as a kid, so now it's like It kind of brings back a lot of memories. It kind of takes me back to my childhood. But it's not only a bench. It's a nice little storage unit if you want to put some heat in there. So, yeah. Alright, I'm going to show you guys some of these sneakers in here. There are sneakers in here. Some of them are probably doubles, triples of what I already have in the boxes here. But I'm going to try to show you guys some different sneakers. I'm not sure what I want to do with all these yet. Eventually, through process of elimination, like I said, I'm gonna want to end up with 100 sneakers. Recently I got rid of probably 100 or more, and I used that money to get another car. So I don't know, I might just do that. I did recently just test drive a Corvette Z06, which I kind of want now, so we'll see that this money might go towards that. But this is one of the older sneakers I have. I don't have a lot of old sneakers anymore because over time I just kind of recycle the collection. That's how I have what I have today. But these are Bred 11s from the 2001, and I'm loving this patent leather cut. You see how high that is? Nice materials, and it feels really good as opposed to the other Jordans that have came out recently. These 11s are amazing. All the older 11s, I used to have every single one of them, but over time I just kind of got rid of them. But these Breds are really dope. They're still in pretty much brand new shape. I got some 5s here, which you didn't see a lot of 5s over there on the shelves in the storage units, because even though I like the 5 model, to me it's the most uncomfortable model. Here are the Fear 5s, and the reason being the back. For some reason I have a really hard time making these comfortable for me because of this back area. It always seems to hurt even if I go half a size up. But these are the Fear 5s. The 8s, I definitely should be putting this in one of the containers. These are, let me bring them down here. These are the playoff 8s, my favorite 8. A nice colorway, playoffs. Those definitely belong in the glass case. Got a few 28s here, which I don't feel like pulling out because I'm doing this one-handed. Got some Jordan 1s. I don't have a lot of 1s because, to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the 1s, but these are the UNCs. Some random stuff. That's another pair of the denim 1s. What else we got here that's interesting? Jordan 4s, Jordan 10s, Jordan 4s. These aren't up there, but these are really nice. I always get this mixed up with either the Thunder or the Lightning. I think they're the Thunders. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I always get them mixed up. I know there was 2 pairs that came out back in the day, the all yellow and this one. I always seem to mix them up. Jordan 11s, those I'm definitely keeping because I know that later on they're gonna be hard to get. Got the Gamma 7210s and some Breds there. Jordan 6 all infrared. Used to think this was a really dope shoe, but it's just all infrared. Another Jordan 6 here, Slam Dunks. I think this is a dope concept that they did with the cartoon series. I heard they were coming out with some 5s. There was rumors that they was going to come out with 5s, but that never happened. I don't know what happened. They just kind of stopped doing it, I guess. But it comes in a pretty interesting box. It comes with a nice little anime box, as you can see there. I thought that was a nice thing they did for the Slam Dunks. We got some Dunks here. These are the same as what I already have. Oh, this is the black ugly Christmas sweater Dunks. This is the box it came in. Look at this nice tin box. There's the tag on there. It actually came with Christmas ornaments as well, but it didn't even fit inside the box, so they shipped it separately. Here's a some for your cup. So I thought that was nice. Concepts. It's got some foams. Oregon Duck foams right there. Got some LeBrons that are slide outs. Those are hard to pull out, so I probably won't pull those out. Another one, my favorite LeBrons, LeBron 10s right here. These are sick. Olympic pack, and bam, that's my favorite part of the shoe right there, that flag, man, because I love this country. I know a lot of people kind of, you don't hear that a lot nowadays. People are even embarrassed to say that, but not me, man. I love this country. I'm not afraid to admit that. What else? Jordan 7s. This is a double up. These are the hairs, nothing crazy. Not much else. Like I said, most of these are pretty much already up there. Foamposite. Oh, Yeezy red Foamposites. Never even broke these out. What else? What else? What else? Jordan 5s. These are the, I believe these are the Laneys. Yeah, Laney 5s. Got those. I like how they did the tumble leather on them, just like the old version. And some more of the Li Nings here. LeBron's. This is a recent pickup right here, multicolor. Flyknits. Some KDs. What are these? Global Games, I believe. Pull them out. KD Global Games. And just a bunch of random stuff, guys. That's pretty much all. It's nothing crazy in here. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the vid, guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about having 100 sneakers. Is that too much, too less? I mean, to me, it's perfect amount. I know some people say it's gonna be too much. Some people's gonna say it's too little. But to me, that's what I want it to be at. And also let me know what you think I'm missing from the sneaker collection. Comment down below what I'm missing, what I should add to my collection for one of the 100 sneakers here. So yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you're new, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.